Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Gangurde, Assistant Professor of Zoology. I am going to teach you the subject that is Applied Zoology, Paper 2, that is ZY336, and we are discussing regarding the chapter that is Introduction to Syllabus, particularly the syllabus and introduction and scope of pest. So here you can see the syllabus of the paper 2, that is there are total two chapters. The first chapter is on sericulture and the second chapter is on agricultural pest and their control. So first focus on the sericulture. So the sericulture, in that the first point, that is an introduction to sericulture, study of different types of silk moths, their distribution, taxonomic position and varieties of silk produced in India. The silk produced in India such as mulberry, tussar, eri and muga type of silk moths. So here the next point, that is external morphology and life cycle of Bombyx mori. Then the third point, that is cultivation of mulberry, that is how to cultivate, how to grow the mulberry plants. So in that again varieties of cultivation, then rain fed and irrigated mulberry cultivation, again it contains fertilizer schedule, then pruning methods and leaf yielding. Now this is what about the cultivation of mulberry. The next point, that is harvesting of mulberry, in that the methods such as leaf plucking, branch cutting and whole shoot cutting. Now the third next point, that is the silkworm rearing. So silkworm rearing, in that the steps such as varieties of rearing, then rearing house, rearing techniques and important diseases and pests. Now the next is the preparation of cocoons for marketing. After that the next point, that is post harvesting processing of cocoons, in that again the processes such as stifling, sorting, storage, defalsing and riding. After that the further processing, that is cocoon cooking, reeling equipment and reeling, washing and polishing. And the last point, that is biotechnological and biomedical applications of silk. Now this is what about the first chapter, that is sericulture. Now the second chapter is the agricultural pests and their control. Now here again the first point is on an introduction to agricultural pest, then types of pest, in that again different type of pests are there such as agricultural pest, store grain pest and veterinary pest. The next point, that is the major insects pest of agricultural importance, and it contains its identification, life cycle, nature of damage and control measures. Now the major pests of agricultural importance, the pests such as jowar stem borer, then red cotton bug, after that brinjal fruit borer, then mango stem borer, blister beetle, rice weevil and again pulse beetle and tick. Now the next point, that is non-insect pests such as rats, and these are not acting as a pest. So they are again friends of farmer. The next point, that is pest control practices in brief. The practices such as cultural control, physical control, mechanical control, chemical control, biological control, pheromonal control, autocidal control and concept of IPM, that is integrated pest management, in brief. Now the last point of the second chapter is plant protection appliances such as shoulder type and again rotary duster, knapsack sprayer and cyrogas pump. So this is what about the syllabus of the paper second, that is applied zoology. Now first we focus on the introduction and scope of pest. So here the influence of insects on human life, that is destructive and beneficial. So the insects, they are both harmful and useful also for human. So it can be tracked back to prehistoric day and till now. A constant struggle is going on between men and insects in the pursuit of the food. Now this struggle will go on forever because there does not seem to be final victory on either side. To know the destructive potentialities of some insects, one should visit a countryside invaded by locusts. So, within a couple of hours of the invasion, not a blade of grass or green vegetable can be found in the area, and certain scale insects can completely destroy and again orchid crop. Again here the man is himself often the victim of these insect attacks. So the agriculture is one of the important branch of biology which deals with the cultivation of crop plants and domestication of useful animals. Here the invention of agriculture by human being has brought a big revolution in the ecosystem of earth. Here all of demands of man food is of prime importance, and because of the population pressure the task of increased food production is on our nation's priority. So in the 1970s the so called what as a green revolution made remarkable contribution in increasing per acre yielding of land because of high yielding varieties of wheat, high yielding varieties of again rice, maize, grains and cereals. Now in order to achieve 3 million tons of food grains by 2005 AD, insect pest control has become important part of cultivation of large number of same type of plants in vast areas, provided readily available host to the pest and parasites which can also survive and attack the plants very easily. Now a number of pathogens cause disease in crop plants and domesticated animals. Here such a pathogens cause damage to them. This finally results in economic loss to the farmers. So in India, agriculture is the main occupation of the majority of people. The major cash crop such as sugarcane, cotton, citrus, then groundnut, tobacco, potato, etc. So apart from this, coffee, tea, cashew nut, mango, grapes, oranges, various kinds of vegetables and flowers. Beside this, the major crops are here sorghum, wheat, rice, maize, then millets and many legumes are also cultivated on large scale as they have increasing market value. But the most important natural enemies of agricultural crops are insects, plant diseases, weeds and weather conditions. Now here on the out of this, the insects are most useful group of animals even in the adverse climatic conditions. Therefore, they are greatest competitors of man in the struggle of existence. Now, the insects which can cause damage to crop plants are called as a agricultural pest. In the present topic, we will study the various kinds of pests in broad sense or in a large scale. Now, first come to the top point, that is what is meant by the pest or what is the concept of pest. So, here the pest can be defined as any organism, either it is animal or plant, whose population increases to such an extent as to cause economic losses to crops or a noxious and health hazard to man and his livestock, or possession will be declared as a pest. Now, the attack of pests to the agricultural crops causes economic loss to the farmer. Here, according to Adverse and Heath, in 1964, the pest is said to be the economic pest if any pest causes at least 5% or more or less to the crops. Here, the amount of damage caused to crop, which is called as economic damage, and the lowest pest population density, which causes the damage, which is called as a economic injury level. So, here this varies from crop to crop, area to area and season to season. For calculating the economic injury level, it includes 4 parameters, and the parameters such as control, that is cost of control, the market value of the crop. After that, the yield loss attributable to the unit number of insects. After that, the effectiveness of the control. So, these are what the parameters of economic injury level. Now, Stern et al. In 1959 called density of pest population at which control measures should be started to prevent increase in pest population from reaching the economic injury level, and it is called as a economic threshold. Now, this is what regarding the concept of pest. Now, we focused on the classification of pest. So, classification of pests, in that the insects pest, they are capable of feeding on almost all types of organic matter. The insects can cause damage to crop plants in the field, again fruit plants, then stored food and even the property. So, the pest can cause even health problem to man and his animals. So, based on the host which they affect, the pest are classified as the pests such as agricultural pest, which can damage to the plants or the crops such as jowar, bajra, wheat, cotton, sugarcane. Again, different vegetables such as cabbage, potatoes. So, like this. Now, the second type of pest is the household pest. So, here the household pest, which is very common, and it includes the pests such as sandfly, then culex. Again, it is a what we say is that it is a mosquito. Then Aedes, again it is a mosquito. After that, housefly, all we are familiar with the housefly. Then the louse, that is either head louse or either body louse, or either the louse which is present on the body of animal also. So, and again the rat flea. Rat flea having a great economic importance because which can cause the disease, that is plague, and the rat flea which transmit the bacteria from rodent to mammal, from rodent to man, or either its domestic animals. Now this is what about the household pest. Now the third type of pest, that is storage grain pest. So storage grain pest, it includes the particular, that is pulse beetle or either rice weevil, then red flower beetle, again yellow mealworm. So there are different type of store grain pest. Now this is the third type of pest, that is store grain pest. Now the fourth type, that is structural pest. So structural pest such as termite and common example such as termite and silverfish. The next type of pest, that is veterinary pest. So veterinary pest, so there are so many veterinary pest or examples of veterinary pest, but few examples we are going to study here. The examples such as horsefly, then stable fly, after that horn fly, or again sarcophaga fly. So these are some examples of veterinary pest. Now after that, the last type, that is forestry and nursery pest. So in that the insect includes plant bugs, aphids, thrips, or so many insects. Those they are feeding on the plants, particularly on the forest plants, or they damage the economic value of such a plants or nutritive value of such a plants. So this is what about the a brief view of the classification of pest. So the detailed explanation of each and every pest we can continue in the next lecture. Okay, so thank you so much.